my name is Bailey Peters, and today I will be talking about solar energy. And so what solar energy is basically is it collects the sun's rays and converts them into usable energy. And so solar energy is like dollar bills lying on the sidewalk. We just have to pick them up, which is a quote by Rajendra Pachauri, who is the chairman of Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. And the development of solar energy is so important because the U.S. relied on net imports for about 40% of the petroleum that we consumed in 2012, which is a statistic from energyinformative.org. And this presents a major problem that will occur in our generations and the generations to follow. And it kind of shows that it's the importance of switching to renewable energy sources rather than relying on the old form, which is coal. So, in this picture, it's a home equipped with solar panels, and this just is an example of how one home can produce its own energy, and you have the ability to sell it back to companies and make money. And so it is really doable. And though people are skeptical about it and think maybe like it's too expensive or other disadvantages they might see, people do it all the time, especially in like the Sunshine State. It would be a great way to make some extra money. In this picture, it's a turbine which helps improve the efficiency of solar panels, and it's just one of the many efforts by scientists to make this more doable and realistic, and kind of help increase the movement for solar energy. Disadvantages of solar energy are people often say it was expensive. The cost of a solar panel today is about 65 cents per watt compared with the 75 or 74 cents per watt a year ago and the $4 per watt in 2008, which is from understandsolar.com. And this just shows that the prices for solar panels are actually declining, and they'll continue to decline while coal prices will continue to rise as there becomes less and less of it. So that's a pretty good investment if it's decreasing in price, but you still make a good amount of money off of it. And people also say that it's inefficient, but like the turbine I showed you previously, people are working on making this better and making it more doable. And the DOE Sunshot Loop is designed to demonstrate highly efficient turbine expander and recuperator performance for advanced supercritical carbon dioxide concentrating solar power cycles, which is from Energy.gov. And pretty much what that's saying is that the turbines are going to make it more efficient by using carbon dioxide in its process. So, anyways, and then another disadvantage that people often mention is the fact that its reliance on the environmental conditions. So pretty much when it's cloudy or like at night, people are like, it's not going to produce any energy, and then what are you going to do then? And the solar panels can still use indirect sunlight to produce energy. So even when it's cloudy, you're still going to produce some energy. And there's also solar storage. So there's a way to keep this energy and use it later. Like, so even at night, you're able to use it. But ideally, you should pair it with other alternative energy sources in order to get a fully working system that is foolproof and you'll always have energy. So, and then some advantages of solar energy is that it actually will save you money because the government offers tax incentives for putting solar panels on your home. And also, like I said earlier, the excess energy that you don't consume, you can sell back to power companies and they'll pay you for it. So just by putting them on your house, you can make extra money. And then it's a secure investment because it will increase the value of your home. And then also, it's environmentally friendly, so it cuts carbon dioxide emissions, and it's self-sustaining and renewable. So the global solar market has achieved over 25 billion euros in 2013, and its annual growth rate is anticipated to be 10 to 15% over the next 10 years. And this is just a statistic that shows that solar energy is becoming more popular, and in that it will decrease in price, and the value of coal is it's more expensive now, and so it's going to be less reasonable as we start to run out of it. So it's important to understand that solar energy is an important part of the future, and if we start working on it now, we can convert our society over from a non-sustainable energy source to one that's really reasonable and that can actually work. And so I think that that's really important. So is there any questions?
Why have we not made the change to solar energy?
A lot of the power companies are in control, and so also it's a relatively new practice, so a lot of people are still skeptical and don't believe that it can work.
What about when it is cloudy or raining?
The solar panels can use indirect sunlight, and also store them, and also just pair it with other energy sources, and you can generate energy all the time. Agree?
How long would it take to make the transition?
If we started working on it now, we could transfer the world to alternative energy sources completely in approximately 20 to 40 years, which seems like kind of a long time, but in the grand scheme of things, it's really it's doable.
Why is solar energy superior to coal?
Coal causes a lot of pollution, which is a problem. It's running out. The prices for coal are rising, and the cost of solar energy is decreasing. So, any other questions? Emily?
How much would it cost to equip a house with solar panels?
It would probably cost $25,000 to $35,000 to equip a home with solar panels, but like I said, it'll pay for itself eventually, so it's a really secure investment, and you can make money off of it actually if you sell your power back. So, anything else? Okay, thank you guys.